Operation Baz Panjay is a major operation within the province of Oruzgan, which is heavily supported by our coalition allies from the Afghan National Army, from the Netherlands and the United States. It's extremely important because it allows us to expand the area of operations of the 4th Brigade of the Afghan National Army, and in doing so will allow their new infantry battalion, the 3rd Kandak, to establish itself in a new area of operations that spreads out to the east of Tarin Kowt. And that's within a valley called the Mirabad Valley. And what we'll see during the operation is the clearance of that valley and then the establishment of a secure position by Australian and Afghan forces, and then the building of a quite significant patrol base which will allow the 3rd Kandak to establish itself in that area. The Mirabad Valley is a place that has been dominated by the insurgency for the past 7 years, and in fact the young people in the valley have become used to having no tribal authority or structure over them except for the insurgency. They've seen a lot of fleeting visits by the coalition forces, and what they need to see now is a persistent presence, particularly from the Afghan National Security Forces and from the government of Afghanistan. And the aim of this operation is to allow a new Afghan infantry Kandak to establish itself in there, to allow the security to develop and stay there on a permanent basis, which will then allow the development associated with the government of Afghanistan to come in. The insertion of troops for the operation, both Australian and Afghan, will be a combination of insertion by air mobile using CH-47 and U-860 aircraft, and by ground using our own vehicles. There's been a lot of work done to set up the foundations for this operation and for the end product of the operation. It's very important to the future of Australia's commitment to the province, because in the future the Afghan Kandak that gets established in the Mirabad Valley will be omitted, that is mentored by Australian forces. So from our perspective, we have a lot of interest in making sure that the valley is properly cleared, that it is properly secured, and that the best standard of facility is established there for Australians and Afghans to operate out of side by side in the future.